All right, what's up, guys? Welcome in to the Asphalt Podcast here for Always Race Day. I'm Connor Ferguson, Caleb Slowha over there, Noah Nelson in the middle. We are going to break down NASCAR's new playoff format. They're going back to the chase. I'm super excited about it. There's some other headlines we're going to get to. And obviously, we know the Chili Bowl is going on. You're going to see me look down at my phone. That's what I'm looking at. I haven't decided. Am I echoing? Who's that?
Is it me?
I think we'll be all right. So I'll be looking at my phone, watching the Chili Bowl, and obviously by the end of it, I'm sure some of our commenters on there will be watching along with us. So we'll talk Chili Bowl at the end and all that. So real quick before we get started, thanks to Chris Weiser and the Weiser companies. They hopped on during the Knoxville Nationals. Really appreciate them doing that and doing what they do for us, and all the things we're going to be able to promote for them in 2026. It's going to be a fun ride, a lot of cool stuff coming together, especially this week, and can't wait to see all that to fruition. So I'm going to play the theme song. We're going to get into it. Let's do it. All right, Caleb, Noah, how are you guys doing?
Got off work about an hour ago, and here we are.
I just won my second straight national championship with UTSA, Connor. I'm doing great.
Oh, Roadrunners. I love the Roadrunners, man. They I didn't know what that school was, and they came into Carver Hawkeye Arena and nearly knocked off Iowa in 2006, back when I would be a little runt and cheer against the Hawkeyes anytime they were on. So soft spot in my heart for UTSA. They got a cool coach down there, too. That guy's a legend.
I replaced him. Sorry, buddy.
Oh, man. Caleb, have you watched Chili Bowl at all?
Not yet. No, not this year yet. No.
There's a lot of NASCAR names.
There is.
We got plenty to talk about on that side of things.
Biggest one, of course, being J.J. Yeley.
That's
J.J. Yeley
one champion, J.J. Yeley to you.
He is one of the most underrated names of all time in motorsports. It's ridiculous. For as much not mainstream stuff that he does, that dude's a wheelman.
I mean, yeah, I don't know how much. I don't think I'd say the most underrated, but
he's a USAC champion
and an F1 champion.
I don't think he's an F1 champion.
You better ask Fox because
go.
Oh, that's what you're referencing. I'll take
that clip.
Hey, if he wants to be one, yeah, that's as long as it was on TV once, right?
Yeah, I mean that's if it's on TV or the internet, it's got to be true. So
screenshots live forever. So we are kind of trying to stall just a tad little bit here, because Josh is going to come on here.
Full speed ahead.
I want to talk about the playoff format when everybody's here. If you guys are watching, feel free to comment whatever you want to say. You can even make us talk dirt racing. I wouldn't be sad. We're going to break the rules on this asphalt show. There's going to be a lot of dirt. No, so I asked you guys how you're doing already.
Mm-hmm.
This was bad planning by me. I got my pick for the NASCAR truck race at Daytona.
Yeah, so do I.
Ricky Stenhouse, huh?
Ricky Stenhouse Jr. running for Niche Motorsports. What was yours?
I think there's a guy that's driving for Colleague that I'm very excited to see running.
Unless it's Timothy Peters, I won't. I take disrespect.
It's Tony Stewart, brother.
Has he raced the trucks in this new super speedway package?
All right. Well,
Tony Stewart hasn't made a truck since 2005.
That dude has the best racing resume of anyone in the world.
However, Ricky Stenhouse has not raced a truck.
Ever.
Period.
I started kindergarten the last time Tony Stewart ran a truck, but
here we go. Josh, Stone Cold Steve Austin this.
Intro, baby.
I love that I saw you appear online on my Xbox over here first before entering the podcast.
I had to get that pulled up for the sake of being able to plug my ring light in. So,
but yeah, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. and Tony Stewart both going to be in the truck field at Daytona. that has kind of added to the excitement of the, whole chase thing. And, just like, I don't know, it feels like there's like actual energy heading into the beginning of the season this year, which is something that I don't think we've felt in a while.
There's hope.
Yes.
Now,
The chaos in NASCAR Twitter the last 2 weeks has been something.
the unfortunate part for Tony Stewart and Ricky Stenhouse Jr. and really the rest of the field is that Chris Wright exists in the Truck Series.
Oh,
And-
brother.
So,
This is going to be like when Casey Kane was running Rockingham last year and he was running well, and then he got caught up in a wreck that wasn't his fault, and it completely ruined my day.
I think I fell to my knees at Knoxville Raceway.
I was at like an Easter dinner or something for my family, and I just had it pulled up on the TV, and every single person at that gathering got to hear me just absolutely like collapse as a human being for about 5 minutes.
So real quick on Chili Bowl qualifier races have started, and this is just so we're kind of dating ourselves, but whatever word you want to use for that. Corey Day starts 6th in the 3rd qualifier, and then who was the other? Caleb, help me out here.
What?
There's so much happening at once right now. I got no one
Josh
doing this, but
What?
I'm on the other side according to my screen. So.
Jason Firstly is racing for Casey Kane. That's
there,
either
there
now.
you go. I can.
Casey Kane Racing he's running the World of Outlaws Tour for Casey, and then he's racing for Chad Boat in this race. But yeah, I included Bowman in the Chili Bowl updates. We'll get into all that. I was just giving the people the update. You want to talk about the chase now?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it. 10 races, 16 drivers. It's back. I guess your guys' reactions to this, because I think at one point over the off season, probably more so around that trial and a little bit before that, I think we were kind of it felt like the name in the room was the 334 in the elimination was going to be back. And I believe, and I don't have any inside info on this, but I believe that over the 2 months since the season ended, I think it changed, and this winner gets more points 10 race chase at the end of the year format has I think that took precedent, and I think it's probably the greatest compromise you could have between the two sides.
I already was a big Mark Martin fan before this week, and I didn't think I'd ever be a bigger Mark Martin fan. And then this week happened. And so I just want to say thank you, Mark Martin, for pounding the table against the 334 and keeping me from losing my mind here on this streamed platform about how miserable and upset I was going to be if there was a 334.
First off, bro sounds like Mark Martin is in the room holding a gun to his head. He's sitting there like, I would like to thank Mark Martin. For those that need the context, basically, it sounds like we were headed towards the 334 format until Mark Martin really got loud about it and, pushed for more of a, season points run, yada, yada. And then that's kind of where we got the, concept back of the chase. So yeah, that's a large part of it. Josh, what are your thoughts on it all?
I thought the 334 could have been fun. It was like the middle ground.
Okay, no, bye.
And Josh doesn't get to speak anymore.
Go ahead, Josh.
But I am very grateful for this format, and I think it is a better solution.
Yeah,
I thought there was a great compromise to keep the way that, like, this was the alternative, and it's a better alternative if they went the 334 route. But thank you for not cutting me off this time. I like this idea better. I'm okay with this. I approve of this.
You lost everything when you said it could be fun.
So, it's like saying eating a light bulb could be fun.
Okay, no, that's a bad analogy. No.
Not a bad analogy. It
In
could
what
be
world?
fun.
What it's like, though, is like, would you rather eat a turd or a light bulb? And
Welcome
Josh
to
is
the
like,
Always Race Day
eating a light
podcast
bulb could
where we
be
cut
fun.
off ideas before we finish them.
But you still said it was fun.
It's better. It would have been better. It's the
Better
step
than
in
what
the
we
right
had this
direction.
year.
One step in the right direction. This format that we agreed on, the chase, is 2 steps better.
He did not say better. He said it could
I think
be
he
fun.
was getting there. You guys jumped the gun on
We
him.
did
Anyone on
absolutely
Twitter
jump
would
his
get it.
ass. We
Yeah.
jumped him.
Oh,
No,
we
I
jumped
listen.
him.
We jumped the
And I
shit out
never-
of him.
Listen, we jumped him. We know now what he said fully, and I still agree with jumping on him because it is better, but
Nah, fuck
No.
you. I don't
fun is not the word.
Hey, we made it past the 10-minute mark. We're good, guys.
care. I looked at the top left.
It's 5 minutes.
And yes, Joe, hello, welcome to the show. We are talking about eating turds and light bulbs.
Well, I was talking about eating light bulbs. You can have your turds. I don't want anything to do with that.
What time did
Essentially,
Joe
though, like, okay, so 16 drivers get in on points. No winning, you're in. No elimination. Top 16 get on points, and then you have a 10 race chase. The points will reset into like a tiered deal. I believe the difference between first and 16th is 100 points.
It is. Do you want me to read it down?
And no, I don't think you need to.
Oh, I was excited to do that. Okay.
First
All
and second is 25 points.
First is 2100. Second, 2075. Third, 2065. You want me to keep going, Caleb, or is that good enough?
And it goes down from there.
Yeah, I guess it goes down by 5s the whole time.
Yeah.
Almost.
So yeah, and then it's essentially, you have 10 races to be the guy with the most points at the end of the day. And, it's a lot more simple. They mentioned in the press conference, you can get in an elevator with somebody and explain to them this format, and they're going to be able to understand it by the time you reach your floor. Whereas, good luck trying to do that with the playoff format.
I love how that became the thing that we have to do is we have to be in an elevator that's going up by like 6 to 7 floors. Oh, I did not mean to do that one. Gosh. And that's when we have to explain it.
Well, I think the point was that, a regular person could understand it fairly quickly.
Are you guys talking to people on elevators? Like, or are you like me? And
I don't think I've I have rode an elevator with someone in the last year, but it's very rare.
I just go with this. If like the doors open and there's somebody in there, I don't say anything the whole time, but I will walk in and go, and then I'll just stand there.
Next time I'm in an elevator,
all right,
I will try to secretly put my video camera on and just be
I will not be getting on an
elevator.
elevator.
New NASCAR playoff format.
Don't do that. Don't secretly record people on an elevator.
I had a trauma for elevators for the longest time because I was at a hospital and got stuck in one, and I was like, my mom was going into like surgery, so
That will do it.
being stuck on an elevator during that was not fun. I was like 11 at the time.
This is like getting worse. I feel like. Yeah, so I got stuck in an elevator at a hospital, and then my mom was getting surgery, and then I was 11.
Just
all right, so
experience.
Putting the train back on the tracks. One unique thing of this new points format chase, I'm going to say playoffs probably a bunch, and I'm going to try really hard not to. But
should we have a chase swear jar?
Yeah, it probably needs to be. I mean, in my mind, it's like it's still the playoffs, but there's no like elimination style. But it could, But anywho, the chase. So a win is now 55 points for a race, and then second place is 35 points. So you have a 20-point buffer. Stage points still exist. So essentially, you could win both stages and finish second, and you're still only going to get as many points as the winner would get if they did not have any stage points at all. So I think that's a fair deal where, the competitors kind of control how much of a points lead, you get in a single race. while still having that mid-race strategy, and you're still putting a big emphasis on winning the race.
I think we need to get rid of stage yellow still. That's going to be my only real complaint. I think as far as that's concerned, like I love the idea of rewarding the people who were consistent throughout the day, and that way they've got something to fall back on if something terrible happens. But I hate slowing down the pace. I hate artificially changing the strategy. I think
rolling his eyes about.
Who
is doing that?
Was it me?
I love Connor's like, I don't know. It might have been me. Yeah.
Could have been. Yeah, not on purpose, not intentional.
But no, I think stage yellows. We could just say, hey, this is the lap for the stage. These guys are gonna get points. Good job. You were doing good. You don't have to.
I'm with no on this.
And what's going to happen is they're just going to go to commercial under green. So
yeah, they're going to do it anyway. I stop slowing down the pace of the race. I'd rather the race stay interesting and organic than have a manufactured yellow.
No, that's not true. That's not true. When Fox goes to commercial under green for the 12th time, Noah's going to be screaming.
Well, that's going to be besides the point. They're going to go to commercial egregiously, excessively at opportune times, no matter what I do.
Would you say what number of commercial did you say, Caleb?
Caleb said 12. I think that's conservative.
Okay, that'll be like lap 17 of the Daytona 500.
I said 12 under green.
No, we're gonna go to commercial with 7 to go at Talladega, no matter what. Like it doesn't matter.
Got a comment here from Nate Burrows. I hope he's okay that I said his name because his username isn't that. But he says stage cautions on TV sucks. Stage cautions at the track are a godsend. Gives me a bathroom break or time to go get some food.
And listen,
I will listen to you.
I guarantee tracks have seen an increase in food and beverage sales since the stage breaks became a thing. I would guarantee it.
And who owns a lot of the tracks? NASCAR.
I mean, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, not the sport succeeding.
Oh no. Anyways,
so, yeah, when the chase got announced and everything, I kind of fell into the trap of like, what's the point of stages? But I do think that even with the plugged in manufactured cautions, we're going to see such a different approach to it with a season-long points method because you're not just trying to go win a race or you're not safe from elimination already and going for playoff points. I feel like we're going to have different drivers do different things based on where they are on the full season points. And that's the whole, goal of what this format, what people like about that kind of format and what this one delivers.
This will make it more organic for Noah Nelson's pleasure.
Yeah, thank you. I prefer it to be organic. I don't like manufactured gimmicky drama. Sue me.
But
that's not true. This man yells, "Give me a caution" with 3 to go every time the dominant leader is someone he doesn't like.
Noah's sitting right next to a Buffalo Wild Wings button, and he's like, yes. I hate manufactured finishes.
Hold on. Now, I don't like the stage yellows. I don't like the playoffs. A restart at the end of the race because something happened is a completely different thing. My line ends at green, white, checkers, and it does not extend into this other realm where all of these other things happen.
Noah probably wants the overtime line back.
No, I fucking hate the overtime line. Although it did give Casey Kane his last Brickyard, and that was a good thing that came from it. And that
compared Casey Kane with that. Fuck the overtime line.
What?
I said that's just credit to Casey Kane.
Yeah, well, hey, listen,
he was sound like the line did all the work,
and the yellow came out. I think Casey still would have won that race, but at 16 years old, I was happy he passed the overtime line. It makes up for all the 800 other bad things with the overtime line.
I mean, listen, so let's get rid of the stage cautions and we'll just bring back the caution clock.
Fuck that.
Listen, this guy over here, he doesn't want the playoffs. He wants all 36 races, and he doesn't want any, timed cautions or anything like that.
Stage breaks give you an opportunity to repair cars if you have damage.
He wants to go back to a time before he even watched his first NASCAR race.
That's not true. I was watching NASCAR in 2003.
And you were how old?
I was 2 years old.
Yeah, okay.
2003 Sharpie 500. Who won?
2003 Sharpie 500. That should be Kurt Busch.
Listen, I'm all
I
with.
forgot we should be fact checking these before we ask.
I'm all for like what Nate said too. Bring in the random SRX fun
Actually,
flight
no,
caution.
that's not going to be Kurt, is it?
Yeah, people love the XRX.
XRS.
No, hold on. People did love the.
Oh my
SRX.
God, it was Kurt Busch. God, I'm good. Anyway,
They did. Listen,
They did.
I know there's several promoters out there that will literally tell their drivers, "Hey, if you get too far out ahead, I'm going to spot some random debris out there, and we're going to call the caution." So, listen, it's entertainment. This is why we do this.
You're saying at the end of the
problem
day,
is
it's
the
TV
product.
credit, yeah.
The product is entertaining without the need to add factors that try to create entertainment.
All right. For a sporting event, let's just take out halftime and just let
Yeah, I
the
don't
players
give a
just
fuck.
run gassed.
I don't give a shit about halftime.
Okay, the cars are not running gas.
Yeah,
If they don't
Yeah.
They literally do run gas.
And the
I said
drivers
gas with
nonstop
EV at the end, an
probably
extra
going to
half.
get gassed. Stage breaks
it
potentially
used
help
to
the
be an
drivers.
endurance sport at the end of the last 100 miles, and then we started making the races shorter too because we got to
Yeah.
cater to attention spans.
But guess what? Then NASCAR went out and bought an endurance series. So now NASCAR doesn't have to be the endurance because they're trying to monopolize. I mean, they're trying to do variety of motorsports series events.
Whoa.
I thought that we were the National Association for Stock Car Auto Racing and not just racing and at all, like ever.
Then they wouldn't have went out and bought it.
Yeah,
I'm
well,
a Team Longer Races guy. I can't watch IMSA. I tried to. I still try to pay attention to it. It's very hard
I
to
mean,
watch.
Says the guy that wants a watch party for Rolex 24.
I will never stay up the entire Rolex 24 again until they get rid of the cautions.
Connor, sweetie, you struggled to pay attention for 10 minutes at a time during the podcast.
I know.
I can't imagine 24 hours of you being focused and paying
I
attention.
saw the end of Jimmy Johnson's contending career. I think he had
What's-
one race after that.
what's
It was
the
IndyCar at
comparison?
Texas, where he was remotely in the top half of the field.
Speaking of 07 time, he announced that he's running a truck at the naval base this year as well. So the
Truck series might have more star power than the Cup series. By the end of this, you guys are just
Interesting, buddy.
quick and distracted by comments.
we're getting distracted.
Connor's ADD on ARD is bad enough.
Says I can barely pay attention to a 25-lap sprint car race. Why do you think I'm such a big sprint car fan? A lot less laps to take in. Some other things with the format I wanted to get to, but I hope we get the chase photo back. This one's short and stupid.
Chase photo was cool.
I know some people did not like that it's going to be 16 drivers in the playoffs. I think part of that is team contracts already written. Pretty hard thing to change, especially in the middle of these. I don't think it will change in the near future. And it's also like the guy in 16th is 100 points back of first. Like if he wins, that's all him. And he deserves the championship either way. So
Tony Stewart.
I was not at all disappointed with that. O'Reilly's got 12 drivers over the last 9 races, and then the truck series will be 10 drivers over the last 7.
At first, my initial reaction, I was like, man, 16 is way too much. And then I thought about it a little bit. There's just so much parity now. Like everybody's so close compared to we'll say 10 years ago that, 15 years ago, right in that range. Everybody's so close and it's so competitive that I think that you do have 16 cars that could genuinely go out and win every week. You have 20 cars that probably could do that if the circumstances fall the right way and they have the speed to go do it. And so I don't think 16 is too much at that point. And like you were saying, to the credit of the format, being 100 points back from the leader and 16th in points, you've got a lot of work to do, and you would have to just put on an all-world performance for 10 races. So
Yeah, I mean, you have to basically make up 2 races in 10 races on first, and also would still then have to outpace everybody else in front of you as well. And the likelihood of that is, just not. It's not going to happen. But like if you look at last year, which I'll put the asterisk on there, that that's not how those guys were racing. In theory, if we were to put last year's points in this format, Noah, what'd you say? SVG would have made it by like 2 points.
I said this to you before the show
yeah, I
started.
was gonna say, when did I say this? What the hell?
Connor said it. What was
Yeah.
it? 2 points?
Yeah, Shane Van Gisbergen would have made it by 2 points. This is from Zach from the Gay Racing Podcast. Shout out to him. He made a couple cool graphics.
It's
would have made it in by 2 points over Ty Gibbs.
Yeah. So you have a guy that won 5 races last year. Should be in the playoffs. He didn't run well enough to win a championship. But I don't know how you look at a guy that, won the 3rd most races or whatever it was, I think you got to have him in the playoffs. So I think that would make sense. And obviously if he would have gone out and outpaced everybody else in those last 10 races and would have had a Tony Stewart like effort, then yeah, give him the championship. Because then at that point he would have had 8-9 wins. So yeah, I'm good with it. I think it's going to be a fun time, and like I said earlier, I think it's bringing a lot of energy to things.
So using last year's results with this year's points, and it's kind of moot because everyone would have raced differently with a different format, but it's soft guide on where things would have ended up. William Byron would have won the regular season title by 47 points over Larson. Kyle Larson would have still taken home the championship. I almost said the Chase Trophy, but Kyle Larson would have taken it home by 8 points over Christopher Bell. Chase Briscoe was 3rd, 17 points back, and then Blaney was 4th at 19 points back. All the way down there, Austin Cindric was 300 points behind Kyle Larson. Shane Van Gisbergen was 249.
God, I forgot Cindric's playoffs were miserable.
Not as bad as Josh Berry's, but he would have missed by 26 points.
Yeah, Josh Berry had just a not great time.
And this is something too that I'm going to be really interested in next year if it ends up being this close. From 17th to 25th after the regular season cutout was separated by 55 points. So 8 guys fighting for the amount of points you can get in one race is pretty badass. I think that's going to be cool to see what happens in real life.
Well, and like we saw, it can happen. I mean, Carl Edwards, Tony Stewart ran 10 races and it came down to literally a tiebreaker. So, I mean, it can happen. And that's what makes it a legendary. I mean, that still is one of the most legendary championship battles that NASCAR has ever had. So, I mean, it can happen. Not every season is going to be that Game 7 type deal, but that's okay, I think.
The thing that makes Game 7 special is that you don't always get Game 7. That's why. That's why.
It just, yeah. I mean, we were at the point where, it was essentially getting down to the last 4, and then we were just putting names in a hat at that point. So, and it's okay, you can even say in the last several years, the guys that were making the Final 4 in one way or another deserve to be there. Yeah. But at the same time, then you had things like this last race where the whole goal is go out and be the best at Phoenix, and then you go and do that and still get screwed over. So I like that it's going to be more of a deal. You're going to see the 2011 where, you could have two guys that are just neck and neck. You could have the 2012 where you got the young guy trying to make a name for himself versus, the season champion, and the season champion keeps blowing motors because he's trying to keep up with the young guy. Like, I think you're going to see a lot of the storylines kind of come back to NASCAR as a whole.
Yeah, I mean, 2006, you had 5 guys mathematically that were still alive going into Homestead. And so, like, all it takes is one thing happening. All of a sudden, you bring all those guys back into it, even though they were kind of on the fringe of that math. So,
Well, I think
it can happen.
If I'm reading this right, you would have had 6 guys alive going into the last race.
Yeah.
Last year. That could be wrong because that includes the results of the last race. I mean, I don't know if Hamlin was that far back, but I'm assuming because he finished pretty far up. I don't know. Does this mean are we gonna have stage points in the final race?
Yeah. The stage points finally matter in the final race,
which is good. That was one thing I never liked is, like, if you're gonna, why have 35 races where it's this way, and then, like, the last one it doesn't matter, but it does, but it doesn't. Like,
I don't think it matters at all.
Well, I mean, it did to the guys not in.
It matters for some guys and not for others.
Yeah, like, it didn't for the championship 4. It didn't matter because it was.
Were they counting it for the other guys?
Yeah,
that's wild.
You still. So I mean, like, if you were 14th in the points, you could still make up ground to get 13th or whatever. You could do that. So yeah, it just didn't make any sense. So I'm all for, like, uniformity. The one thing I don't like, although I understand it, is, like, there's 3 stages in every race, except for one.
Coca-Cola 600.
Like,
I don't like that, but I understand why.
I think that a 200 lap final stage at Charlotte would go insane. Just so we're all.
Why not just make it? Yeah, why not just, like, make them really long stages and. I don't know, but like I said, I get it, but I hate that it's like the English language. There's always, here's a rule, except for this, or that. Like, just have a rule, and everything either needs to be true or false from that rule.
200 to end it would be awesome. I'm making up my mind on that.
No, I'm with you guys there. Do we have anything else in the playoffs?
The chase.
God damn it.
Connor puts $1 in the jar.
What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do per mention?
Yeah, I was gonna say we'll you guys can just start putting $1 in the jar every time.
Do we want a slush fund? Do we want to make it $2 per?
Take one piece of
that's Noah's salary for this year, is however many times you guys say playoffs instead of chase.
Take one.
But if I say playoffs, I take $1 out of the jar.
Yeah, we're back to the rules except for.
Yeah.
It's all coming full circle.
Okay, so we're making it into a slushy fund so we can get slushies.
Is that what slush fund was short? I never knew that.
I can't pretend to be stupid because there's always more stupid than me.
My frat called it a slosh fund, and that just.
Oh, dude, we could call it the Josh Fund.
Oh, that's a rhymer.
We can bail him out of jail with that.
At the end of the season, every dollar means we get to beat Josh over the head with a baseball bat.
Oh my god!
If any of us are ever like
most likely
going to the jail, it's gonna be Connor.
Wow!
Damn!
I picked Josh. Already got mugged on the show today.
What's our next topic, there, Chief?
Yeah, Greg Biffle's house got robbed. That's disgusting. That sucks.
Yeah, it's the lowest level of human life at that point.
Is Caleb's trying not to laugh at something right now?
I think it's just the way you brought it up.
No, that was a great quick transition.
He was less like.
I was trying to remember what Caleb texted me before the show. There we go. I got it now. Do we have anything else on the Biffle story? I said,
don't-
Caleb, what do you want on the rundown today? And he did text me that. And
I
you
know,
can't
but I
really
didn't
react
want you to be
anymore to
like, oh, by the way, this happened. Boo
Yeah, it's like
hoo.
$30,000 and I think some other
30.
stuff that was involved in that.
You owe me
It's terrible.
$30,000 in credit card
It's-
fees.
Super, super, like, pisses me off.
It's the lowest level of human life that goes and does that. Like that's like you know what happened. You know what the circumstances are. You're a piece of shit, and I hope they catch you and throw the book at you.
And
Damn.
also put you in jail, not just throw books at you.
Yes.
Okay. And the official.
Okay,
that
Connor,
called-
what's our next positive?
Yeah.
I hope the same fate reaches the NASCAR official that called Brett Moffitt for jumping the start of NASCAR.
Oh, Jesus.
Put that out there. With all due respect.
He did say with all
I
due
don't think that's
respect.
how that works. I don't
Yeah.
think you can say
No,
that.
I said it.
he
I
did
said it.
say with
We're-
all due respect.
Yes.
Yeah.
Go watch Talladega Nights for me, Caleb. You'll understand the rule. After
I got Brett's back every day. Corey LaJoy is running the class for Roush Fenway Keselowski. Brad is injured. Can you guys remind me what his injury is?
Yeah,
broke
he's
his leg
he's-
in a
he
skiing
snapped
accident.
his leg like a doll.
Been there, done that.
Yeah, in the femur?
The tibia, which one could argue
No, they cannot.
much
Stop.
more severe.
The femur is weird.
Did you see Brad Keselowski in a wheelchair running around Knoxville? Because
Or Iowa Speedway.
yeah,
We're gonna
Not a-
be
not a
watching the
pretty
Daytona 500 or like the Clash, and you're just gonna see. Wait a second, is that Brad Keselowski on pit road? Just wheeling his way down there.
he's an extra car. He's just going to do this the whole time.
NASCAR drivers and snow do not mix.
Correct.
Yep.
NASCAR drivers in like
Plain
any
simple.
like soft, like malleable, like piece of terrain. Because like I remember even like Tony Stewart breaking his back in some sand. Like you just can't. No snow caps, no dunes. Leave it all alone. Stay on the ground.
I'm just glad we don't have to have a waiver conversation.
Well, there could still be a waiver conversation. Don't.
Well, it'd be four.
Let's wait for Daytona to come and go before we.
What are,
Yeah,
what are,
let's-
what are
let's
you going
wait.
to do? Give them 20 show-up points?
Hey, listen, that's for NASCAR to decide. But they did say there could be a conversation of that happening because
But yeah, I guess when you talk about the waiver, no, you have a good point actually, because I still even was like, yeah, they'll give him a waiver if he doesn't run Daytona, but a waiver for what? Yeah. No,
Yeah.
now I have that question.
However many points
just
you
miss
have
the
the rest
race?
of the year, like you're there. So
Or do they
Right.
just like give you like a pity average at the end of the regular season? They're like, here's your waiver. You averaged 18 points a race. Here you go.
yeah, and High Limit does something similar to that with their injury policy. I don't see NASCAR ever doing that. I don't know why. I could just because we've seen it in the past, and it's typically just okay. We're gonna have him run the rest of the year. We'll see how many points he gets, like that Kyle Busch year.
first off, share my screen.
Working on it.
Oh, dude, it's so fun down here.
What is
Oh my
this?
gosh.
So this is Brad Keselowski's leg and his hip. So you've
What's
got
the-
screws here or whatever, a plate, whatever, screw going from his
A
leg
rod?
to his hip. Yeah, rod. And then down here and down here. So
He's got me beat by one screw.
it ain't pretty.
At least we're an educational show.
Yeah, I'm use
Femur,
doctor screws and everything.
Tibia. All right. You want to talk Chili Bowl?
Are you making me a bowl of chili? Because that would be great.
Sure. Drive over here and actually, I don't know how to make chili. Never made chili before, so you'll have to pick it up on the way, but you can eat it here for sure.
I don't know if you just pick up chili.
Go to Wendy's.
Who sells chili? What fast food
Wendy's.
establishment?
Wendy's.
Wendy's does. Okay. Does Chili's have chili?
Hi, welcome to Chili's.
All right, this is awesome analysis we're giving.
Yeah.
NASCAR at the Chili Bowl. Here's kind of all the updates from any NASCAR names, NASCAR adjacent. You guys can stop me or just tell me to read off all of them. Kyle Larson won.
Stop.
Okay. All right. Real funny, IndyCar. We're going to get to Santino. We're working on it. He won the Monday prelim A main. So the top
Wait, did
two
he
drivers-
start in the first 2 rows?
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
He qualified his ass off to get there. Nate says you all have internet and YouTube. It can't be that hard to make chili. I've never wanted to make chili that bad either. So that's probably where that
Do
comes
you
from.
own a crock pot, Connor?
Not yet. I'm looking for a Casey
All right.
Kane one. I might buy a Travis Quapple one.
The quap pot, man? That'd be awesome.
Yeah, my quap pot. It's gonna be cool when I have them sitting next to each other. No, anyways, Kyle Larson won on Monday night. So the top 2 finishers from each night lock into Saturday's pole shuffle. And then like the next 7, I think it goes down to 9. The next 7 go to B mains on Saturday, and then the top 7 from each B main goes to the A main, and it keeps going down in the alphabet, everything like that. So Alex Bowman Racing's Briggs Danner locked in next to Kyle. He got second. So that was pretty cool to see for those guys. They've had some tumultuous luck down there. Dylan Welch finished 16th. He'll be in a D on Saturday. And Tanner Berryhill finished 24th in the A on Monday. He'll be in the B main Saturday.
Name.
Also, Christopher Bell won the Race of Champions. That's just kind of ironic. They just have an extra race with all the old champs and
Oklahoma
series
boys.
Did he start in the first 2 rows?
I don't know where he started, but I can look it up for you.
Yeah.
Are you trying to assess that there's no passing in midget racing?
No, that's not at all what I'm trying to get at.
Okay.
You give me information that proves my point, and then I'll let you know where I'm going with this.
Yeah. That sounds about right. Let me where's the race?
It has to fit my narrative.
You might find one outlier.
Yeah, he started first.
Damn it. Okay. Next conversation.
What are you looking for here?
I was trying to say that Larson can only win dirt races when he starts at the front.
Let's see.
His Knoxville Nationals, Chili Bowl,
Hey, might be something there. Christopher Bell's the guy racing for him. Caden Brown, he's Australian. He finished 7th on Tuesday. He'll race in a B on Saturday. Also on Tuesday, JJ Yaley finished 10th in the A main. He'll race in a C main on Saturday. And Sheldon Creed, I messed up the order. Ty Gibbs finished 14th on Tuesday. He'll be in a C main on Saturday. He's looked a lot better on dirt since he started. I'm really impressed with that kid. Sheldon Creed was 24th in the A. He'll go to an E on Saturday. Dason Pursley recovered tonight. This is Wednesday night, kind of live. So he's set up for a good starting spot in the A tonight. I'm trying to see if it's out yet. Yes, he will start P3. That's the kid racing for Casey Kane Racing this year. And Corey Day will start P7. And then the only other stuff is Christopher Bell, Josh Balicki, and Ryan Roulette will drive Thursday. And then Jesse Love, Santino Ferrucci, and ARCA West legend Gio Selzy will race on Friday.
Happy birthday to Jesse Love.
This is his birthday?
Yep, 21st.
How about that? First B main's pushing off right now. So we'll watch that. We'll be live after it. Can't wait for that. Hope you guys all tune in that have tuned into this and hope you've been enjoying it. Leave your comments. Let us know what you think. Do you guys have anything? Anything else?
I don't think so.
Not this week.
Cool. It's been a slow off season, but the chase coming back has kind of jump started things, and we're finally out of it. I guess at least on the dirt side of things. So
It's been a super slow off season. We haven't had like any major sports changes. There's really not been anybody that's passed away this off season. It's just been like a real quiet, calm.
There hasn't been any legal issues at all.
That was the sport changing. But yeah.
I finally got that Caleb was doing tongue-in-cheek stuff there. That's not very nice. The last 2 weeks have been as quiet gets.
Yes.
Yeah, we didn't completely change the point structure in the past 2 weeks.
Obviously, I'm talking about before that.
He just, I was gonna say he just stated that the chase was ramping things up.
Should
Boom.
have been
I
implied.
said the chase.
Thanks again to Chris Weiser and the Weiser Companies. Thanks to all you guys for watching and listening, and hope you all can take in some sort of racing by over the weekend. By the time we do our next show, we'll be back next Wednesday at 7. Are you guys all good?
I hope so.
I'm all right.
All right. Appreciate y'all. Peace.